Yeah, I was going to do that too.
I just did it.
All right. Hi. Hey, we're here. I
What?
guess now. I don't know. We're
Oh,
now we're live. Now things are going. This is weird. I have to move us around to our normal places because this is going to throw me off. There we go. All right. Welcome to another to a drunken Mardi Gras edition of Realities May Vary, the podcast with no script, no direction, and obviously no technical prowess. Restream gave us a big Mardi Gras fist right up our collective butts. That was not cool of them to do. I didn't enjoy it. So we are live now, but no, my camera is completely frozen. It
your
appears
camera was completely frozen until just now.
just now.
Yeah, weird. The internet is being weird to the
Yeah, it
both of
is,
us. The both of us. To
and
the
I'm
both of
showing that
us.
the both of us, I have good connection.
hmm
I tried to have a festive party background for tonight,
hmm
and yet it was not working. Everything was pixelating and being stupid.
hmm
And we're here. Marta says hello. She's here. It's a big night on Realities May Vary, the facial hair edition of this. But first of all, I must say to everybody, happy Mardi Gras. I'm wearing some beads. I have a very strong hurricane and a lovely piece of king cake to usher in the evening because it is, as they said at school, oh, today is your holiday. And I was like, yes, and yet I'm at school talking to fourth graders. But yes, today is my day. So happy Mardi Gras. It's very exciting to be, always exciting to be at Mardi Gras. Or even though we're not at Mardi Gras, but it was fun. We had a little Mardi Gras celebration here at the house. We've been having a Mardi Gras celebration for the last month here at the house because we had everything decorated. I told you we did the tree as a Mardi Gras tree after Christmas, and then we decided we were going to have just a few people over for a few things. So Cody and his lovely bride came to the house, and Lode and Cody's lovely son,
hmm
who was having a ball. And we had some gumbo and some red beer. And one of my brothers came. His lady friend was a little under the weather, so she was unable to attend. But it was just a very small little, let's get together and have some gumbo and drink some hurricanes. And everybody did that. Everybody drank some hurricanes, so much so that my wife bowed out of the party a little early and went to bed.
Yeah, you sent me a text later in the evening indicating that you may have also imbibed more hurricane than was
I
necessary.
Yes. Well, necessary is I don't know if necessary is the right term. More than probably is prescribed by a doctor
Hmm.
would be a definite. More than I have in a long, long time. This reminded me of the first time we went to visit New Orleans when Molly was just a senior in high school, and I sat in the front bar at Pat O'Brien's for most of the day, and then tried to take a voodoo tour around the quarter when I could barely stand up. So it was that kind of night because I think I remained cogent enough to carry on a conversation with you and your lovely bride. We were all having fun, but then our buddy Lode left, and once you guys left because you left about right after him, I was like, whoa. I'm drunk, and now I have to clean up because I knew Debbie had passed out. Now I probably should have gone up and checked on her, but I was drinking hurricanes like they were water, and they were pretty strong.
They
These
were not
hurricanes that I
water.
made,
No.
they were not water. And I was the problem is, and I did it again tonight. The problem is when you have a drink with a straw, they go down so much. That's a lot. I took a lot with just one sip. So it would get down to about that much more in the cup, and I'd just keep filling it up because I'd made us a couple gallons, which again is something I probably should have looked at before we started. And so Debbie goes, and I'm like, oh man, I got to clean up because there was stuff, food on the table,
Food
and dishes
everywhere, yeah.
and pots and pans. And somehow I did it. Debbie did rewash a couple of the pans in the morning. But I got everything put away in the refrigerator. I got most of the stuff washed. I started the dishwasher. So everything was, I would say the place was 90% clean, and I was 100% intoxicated. And then I went and sat. Now, this is how crazy my house is. Gidget was in the big chair, and Lawson was asleep on the couch. So the only open seating was the love seat. Now, I should have probably just said to Gidget, get up. I'm drunk. I want to sit in the recliner. But I didn't. I was in my weird, twisted mind. I was like, she's asleep. I'm not going to wake her. I'll sit on the love seat. That'll be fine. I responded to your text, and that was at about, I could check the timestamp.
11:30.
11:30 is when 11:30 is when I responded to your text. At 4:15, I awoke with a horrible strain in my neck from sitting up on the love seat like this. Then as I tried to stand up, that was a chore. So I got to bed at about 4:30. After sleeping fitfully, I guess, on the love seat, sitting up for almost 5 hours. And Sunday, and I'm not proud of this. This is just to show I am old and cannot bounce back like I used to. Sunday was pretty much a wash.
Yeah.
I did the laundry. I went to so we were going to have leftovers for dinner. And I poured myself a hurricane because I was ready to get rocked like a hurricane again. I took one sip and I was like, this is not happening. No. I tried one. I tried a little bit yesterday because I'm like, we got to get rid of it. I don't want to just pour it down the drain, which would be the smart thing to do. But in my weird miserly brain, it's like, that's a lot of rum and mix to just pour down the drain. So yesterday I had one, and now today I'm having one, and then they're gone. So, but yes, I hadn't done that in a while where I didn't have any water that night. All I had was hurricane.
Yeah.
From like 5 o'clock till, I don't know, 10:30.
I didn't have enough water, and there is a special kind of hangover you get with a hurricane, I think, with all the sugar. Like it's not your regular run of the mill, like I'm a little hungover kind of hangover.
Right.
It's like I am in severe pain kind of hangover, honestly.
Yeah. It's really bad. It's I didn't enjoy it. It has been a long, long time since I've had that kind of hangover. I went to bed, like I said, at 4:30. I had the presence of mind, and I know if there's any medical doctors who are listening / watching, they're going to tell me that I made a horrible mistake. But I had the presence of mind to go, oh no, I forgot to take my antibiotic at 6 o'clock last night. I better take it right now before I go to bed because I'm having another toe issue. And so it's like, maybe you ought to just take this now. Cause I was like, I'm not going to be up at 6 to do it. And then I slept fitfully, got downstairs and sat at the dining room table, and I didn't want to move. It was like 10 o'clock, and I'm watching This Week with George Stephanopoulos, learning all about Ukraine and all the horrors that are going on. And I had some coffee and a punchki. And I was like, Debbie got up and I said, could you just bring the coffee carafe and the cream and the sugar and stuff over to the table? Because I don't even want to walk the 4 feet to get to the kitchen. So it was, but I got all the laundry done and got everything cleaned up. And then that was pretty much it on Sunday. And I was still hurting, I think, yesterday. I was so tired at school. I fell asleep during a video.
Wow.
Yeah. Dozed off a little bit.
We've all been there in school, I think. Yeah, I had some Mardi Gras beads that you graciously had in a bowl that I'm not sure I was actually supposed to take home. But
yes, you were. The beads? Oh, yeah, you were supposed to take them home.
That's good. My wife, very impressed with the quality of beads and the accoutrement on the necklace.
We picked out good ones. We didn't want to, we weren't giving away funky ones.
No, it's legit. And I forgot to wear them mostly because my son got a hold of them and I don't know where they are. And then my wife cleaned today. So between the two of them, things being moved around, I have no idea where they are. But I'm sure they'll turn up, or someone knows where they are. But they were cool. They were a cool little souvenir. It was a great party. King cake was delicious. Everything you made was delicious. Thank you for hosting it. And just a very nice, fun, festive evening. And today is Fat Tuesday, and tomorrow is Ash
Fat
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
and
Maundy Tuesday.
Friday's Good Friday.
No, that's not right.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's before Easter, isn't it?
Yeah, Easter, Good Friday isn't until the 15th. Yeah, Cody Jr. was drinking Hurricanes like there was no tomorrow. That kid could, I got to say, for being just over a year, that kid can hold his liquor.
He can hold his liquor real well.
Yeah, better than you and I
would say.
He drove home, is what I heard.
Well,
your wife wasn't drinking. She was being the responsible one of the couple, which was very nice.
She a little bit
at the very beginning when she got there, but yeah, she wasn't putting them away like I was.
No. Well, she had commitments on Sunday, and thus didn't want to wake up on Sunday in the condition in which I woke up, which was not a good condition. And then, of course, she does a lot of stuff all day, every Sunday. So she was kind of out and about through most of the day. I, therefore, became the one taking care of my son and watching him all morning. And it was really hard. And like he was up a couple hours past his bedtime, and he just bounced up in the morning, and he was just like, I'm going to run around. I'm in a great mood. And I'm just like, how are you this way? Oh, it's because you didn't have half a gallon of Hurricane.
Yes.
Could be.
And he was all jazzed up. He was jazzed up on watching parades on TV. He was playing with everybody. He was the belle of the ball, this kid. Then I think he might have been what pushed Debbie over the edge when she had to finally go upstairs and lay down, because they were playing catch for a long time. And like many little kids, he has unlimited energy. So once you start playing a game with him, you better be ready to commit to a big portion of your day doing that.
Yeah.
But I got to say, he was phenomenal with the dogs. He loved our dogs. The dogs seemed to love him. Lawson couldn't stop talking about him after he left. Yeah. So that was good. And it was a nice little get together to celebrate the holiday. Because I was feeling a little bad that we weren't there. But then when we got to watch the Morpheus parade from Friday night, we had a nice playlist. Everybody seemed to be having a good time. The party kind of was where most good parties happen, around the table. And then we moved into the living room, and your son was just a joy. So
yeah, thank you.
I'm going to turn this down. That's the iPad, because I know we may have something going on later.
We definitely have something going on later. What are you giving up for Lent starting tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to give up sweets, and I'm going to. I'm not going to go cold turkey on drinking, but I'm instead of giving up, I'm going to say I'm recommitting to my healthy journey that I started over a decade ago, that over the pandemic has fallen by the wayside. So Lent is my time of recommitment to get things back in order, because let's be honest, I can say I'm giving up everything. And on March 28th, when I roll into New Orleans, that's not happening. But I will if I recommit, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Then I still will be denying myself things during Lent, all the fun stuff, but it will be for a good reason. So that's why I've decided to do that.
Nice.
So
nice.
Let me try one more thing. I want to try something now that we've rebooted everything.
All right, Brian's going to try one more thing.
I'm going to try a thing, if you don't mind. If you don't mind me trying a thing.
Please do.
You mind if I try a thing?
Yeah, go for it. I'll talk through that. I will give up, I think, I don't know if I'm going to give up alcohol, but I am going to give myself like a 1 drink max kind of a thing, with 2 exceptions, because there are a couple events where that's just not going to happen. And I'm probably going to give up, I think I'm going to give up. I'm not like a pothead or anything. I'm not really doing a lot of weed, but like, I might give up weed, just any marijuana.
Really?
Stuff. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
It blows up my blood sugar.
Oh, really?
It's very strange. It's very strange what happens to my body, but it doesn't matter what I eat. It doesn't matter how much insulin I take. I could be coasting at 130 milligrams a DL or whatever. I could be coasting along. If I'm looking at my little continuous glucose monitor, I could be flatlining right in that middle area where I am. I'm very stable, doing the right thing, doing the right diet, all that. And then it's not because I get the munchies. It's not because of what I've eaten. It's not because of anything. I go, if I like even smoke a little bit, maybe have a tiny edible, whatever it is, I go to bed. When I wake up in the morning, my blood sugar's through the roof. It's like 250 or something, just it should not be over 180, right? So it's like 220, 240. And if I look historically at the graph, it's like the second my body falls asleep, whatever it is, it's flat, it just shoots up like 100,
Really?
it just like doubles and then stays at that the entire night. And it only happens after I fall asleep. It's very strange. But
now, does it happen with booze and stuff?
No, not at all. It's completely unique to cannabis. It's very strange. And when a diabetic, when your blood sugar is really high, you have to pee a lot. You're very dehydrated because your body basically says, like, I got to get rid of some of this blood sugar and I can't make any insulin to make it happen. So I'm just going to push it through your bloodstream and make you pee it out, basically. Right. Which is why if you're around a diabetic and they're not doing a ton of insulin and they're eating a bunch of carbs, they're going to have to go to the bathroom all the time. I go to the bathroom a lot. And the other thing is, there's a weird side effect that gets counteracted. When I fall asleep and I have really high blood sugar, I actually have more vivid dreams that I remember more. But
really,
when I'm asleep and there's cannabis in my system, I don't dream or remember my dreams, right? So it gets counteracted. It's very strange. So what happens is occasionally, like late at night / early in the morning, I will have a very, very vivid dream, like right before I wake up. But that's the only thing I remember. It's just a weird combination. It does weird things to my body. And I hate waking up with my blood sugar high because typically I don't sleep as soundly when that's the case. Okay. So it's just not healthy, frankly. It just kind of sucks. Now, if I get high like a little earlier, that's fine. Like but who's getting high at 6 o'clock, right? I'm still gonna sleep, right?
In the evening or the morning?
Evening is what I'm saying. And I'm not a wake and bake kind of a guy like a Kevin Smith. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I don't really consume a lot of that product, a lot of cannabis type products anymore, these days anyway. But when I do, it just seems to have adverse health effects. So
it's better to give it up and use Lent as the excuse.
Exactly. So, it's not like I'm going out partying with people or anything anyway. I'm just hanging out. So
no, this was, it was unusual. It was non-masked. Today or yesterday was the big unmasking in Chicago and Illinois.
Man. It's been amazing.
Everybody is unmasked except at school. We still wear masks. When I went to the grocery store today, I was still wearing a mask. So I guess we're all still wearing masks except for the few. And at school, the kids, it's optional. Strongly encouraged. But we can't even mention it to them. We can't even go, hey, man, pull your mask up. If they have it down on their chin, we can't say that because, the law. And 90% of the kids are still wearing them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? You just had to fiddle with something. I have to be right back.
Oh, you got to go?
There's someone at my door. I'll be back in like
2 minutes. Goodness. Go to the door. What if it's Avon?
No, my brother was stopping by to pick something up. I got to go down for a second.
Oh, to your main door, not your office.
Yeah,
door.
No, I got a person and a human being in my house. I'll be right back.
Go, scurry on. I'll try to handle things. You want me to
be right back?
All right, take care. So, well, Cody is gone, and this is not unusual for Cody to just bail on the broadcast. But we're glad he's here. It is strange. I'm not sure for you guys. Hello to everybody in the chat. Mike asked no punchki. Oh, Mike, please. Of course I had punchki. I got, I'm going to give a shout out, even though I paid full price for everything. I'm going to give a shout out to Weber's Bakery on Archer and Harlem. It's in Chicago. And they are where I get my king cakes when I'm not in New Orleans because they do a pretty serviceable job of creating the basic cinnamon king cake. Well, they are also well known across Chicago for their chocolate donuts, which are always voted one of the best in the city. Excuse me. And they do great things with their punchkis. So I was ordering the king cakes the other day, and I said to my lovely bride, I said, hey, how about we order some punchkis? He was like, ooh, punchkis, yeah. So we ordered a half dozen. We picked our flavors. And so I had some punchki over the weekend. But today, on Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras Day, I must have king cake. Because now I will not have king cake for another year, till next Mardi Gras time. So it is king cake day. I did not get the baby in any of the king cakes. I don't know. Oh, our good friend Lode got the king cake or the baby in the first king cake the other night at the house. I don't know who got it in the second, but that's why I'm not having punchkis. We had punchkis over the weekend, and it was fantastic. So Weber's Cindy says it's not far from the house there. Weber Bakery, stop it. They're just phenomenal. Everything there is always good. And again, I pay full price. I'm not, if Weber's would like to sponsor this, that would be terrific. But their stuff's phenomenal. So we got the king cake there, and we had some punchkis, and we had, they make, like any good bakery that makes punchkis, they had all different kinds. So I had a Oreo topped with chocolate cream. We had blueberry and strawberry. So, yeah, the State of the Union is on tonight, and let me just say the State of the Union is rough, in my opinion. That's how I would start the speech. But the president's going to come out and go, the State of the Union is strong. And people are going to go, well, I just paid over $4 for gas today, and everything at the grocery store is now costing a whole lot more. And we still don't know what's going on with vaccines and masks and all of that. And we are a very divided country. And there's a war in Europe. So, the State of the Union is okay. A lot of issues. There's my State of the Union address. Yeah, we're working on things. I don't know. Putin's an idiot. There's trouble in the Ukraine. We're doing our best to get things into the country so you're not paying higher prices, but it's not going well. Everything's rough. We're all muddling through it together. And I know y'all want to blame me because I'm the president, and I can take some of the blame. That's cool. But, it's not one man's doing. One man handles some of the stuff, but one man doesn't handle all the stuff. So now you've just heard a State of the Union address from a guy who never wants to be president, a guy with zero political inspiration or aspiration or perspiration or medication. So that's the State of the Union. I feel like there's a part of me that should be watching this, but I'll watch all the highlights and I'll read all the breakdowns tomorrow. And then I'll watch the Republicans say that Biden doesn't know anything. And I'll watch the progressive wing of the Democratic Party say the president doesn't know anything. And then all the talking heads will say what they say. And you and I will figure it out on our own. And either way, tomorrow, you and I have to keep going. And everybody else who makes policy, well, they can skirt around it if they want. Yes. Well, no, I like Mike says he's going to watch the non-applause version. I enjoy the applause version. I also enjoy when there's a weird part of me that enjoys when whatever party is in charge, their president makes a point that they think is going to kill, and it just lays flat. And that's good. Barbara, thank you. I appreciate Cody, you missed my State of the Union address.
Oh, yeah.
Since people are watching us and not the president. But I think it was fantastic.
I called my mom like an hour ago to ask her about, I'm going to see my folks I'm going to see my folks tomorrow. And near the end of the conversation, she's like, okay, bye. And she's like, oh, you watched from the State of the Union address? And I was like, guess who didn't know, Brian, that the State of the Union address was happening? I'll give you one guess. I kind of just gave it away. No, it was me. Yeah, I had no idea.
Wow. I was going to say it's sad, but it's expected. It's not sad. It's how you roll.
Yeah. In my defense, not that I care. I've been very, very busy. And my new job.
Yes, you started your new job.
Yeah, which I don't really want to get into. Just because that's like a whole thing. But it's a lot of work. Work is work, believe it or not. It's
work
not like
work, and that's the worst part of work is that you have to work.
But the best part.
The best part is the paycheck. There's no doubt.
No.
You can't. You can't.
Nope.
The paycheck is the best part.
Nope.
The work, while fulfilling, yank, can be fun.
Nope. The best part of WGN radio is not the paycheck.
Well, that was not existent, really.
Which is true. But no, the best part of that job was going to the theater with you.
That's true.
For me. Well, I will be
attending Hadestown tomorrow, by the way.
You are a man about town.
A full review. No, I'm a man who is constantly going, I'm going to be way too tired to go out. What am I doing? This is insanity. I'm dealing with small children all day. I come home, I have no desire to do anything.
My one of my siblings just popped by to pick up some things, and they just got some lightning flash deal for a
what
all-inclusive package at like one of 8 resorts in the Caribbean, like Jamaica, DR, a couple other places. One of 8. It's like
what?
It was like $2,000 for 5 people. For all
this sounds suspicious.
Does it? How much would you like a 4-night deal? It's about $100 a night per person.
That's not bad. 5 years ago when we went to the DR, I think we paid like, I don't know, for a week, like $2,200, $2,500
for the two of you.
For the two of us. But we had, we upgraded a little bit, got the VIP package. Because I'm a baller, Cody. That's what I do. I roll into town. Let's go, baby. It sounds, where did they get this flash deal? Was it from a travel site? If it was from like Living Social or Travel Zoo or something, then it sounds legit. But if it's just they got a call from some rando going, guess what? You can go to the Caribbean.
I think they got it on site because they were just in the Caribbean.
Oh.
So it might have been like a retention kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I have experienced.
So when are you going?
I don't know. I've experienced these scams in the past. Hilton Vacations never answer the phone, never say yes. It's a nightmare. It's a timeshare pitch nightmare. And they scammed me out of money. And it's kind of like,
what?
It's kind of like, if you're Hilton, why are you scamming people out of money? Why do you need that extra couple hundo from random people?
That doesn't sound right at all.
How does that work? It was garbage. Yeah, no, I hated it. I'm like 99% sure it was Hilton. But whatever.
Well, you should be 100% sure before you slander the Hilton Corporation.
No, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll pull my email.
When we went to the DR, we were suckers. This was our own sucker bet because we got there and they're like, oh, can you spare a half hour? And if you can spare a half hour, then we'll give you, you'll get this money toward a tour. And we're like, oh yeah, okay. Well, we got in this van and they drove us a half hour to this other resort. And it was a big timeshare scam. And I got so mad. And I'm like, this is it. And I said to Debbie, I remember sitting in the lobby of the resort when we got back. We got a drink and I sat down. I said, listen, from now on, if we can't afford to go on the tours, we shouldn't be here. And I'm not sitting through any more sales pitches because it wasn't laid out as a sales pitch. It was horrible. And I was livid. And I said to the guy, I said, you know what, man, you told us this was going to be a half hour. We've now been here an hour and a half. This is bullshit. We got to go. Get in the van. Take us home. Okay.
I mean, that's what I would, that's what I, don't remember what I was going to say, but it is Hilton Grand Vacations,
wow.
consumeraffairs.com, 1.2 out of 5 stars on,
that's a low rating.
Yeah. 58 ratings. That's, flyertalk.com. Is Hilton Grand Vacation Packages timeshare a scam? Yes, it is a scam.
But who is this through? Who'd your brother get this notice through? Who'd the email come from?
I don't know.
Pardon me while I enjoy some more king cake.
I didn't fact check him. I'm just fact checking myself. Vacation package. I'm just going to search one more time in my email because we do want to get this right. And we don't want to slander anybody unnecessarily. No. I mean, I definitely want to slander people as much as possible.
Well, sure, but I don't want to get sucked into your lawsuits.
Right. Well, why not?
I don't mind going after people who have done you wrong, but I want to make sure we're going after the right people who've done you wrong.
Yeah, all right. So this would have been like...
Especially because by the time this hurricane's done, there's a good chance I'm going to be spouting all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, 100% sure it was in 2015.
Well, when we went to our first Mardi Gras, and we were staying on the it was like one of those vacation property deals where people buy in, like a timeshare kind of deal.
Yeah.
But the owners were able to rent out the room. So we rented from the owner, but we were staying in this beautiful property right on St. Charles Avenue. Great location for Mardi Gras. And they were like, oh, do you want to sign up for breakfast? They didn't say sign up for breakfast and a sales pitch. They said sign up for breakfast. We were like, sure, yeah, we'll sign up for breakfast. Till we got to breakfast, and I was hungover because it was Saturday morning. I was eager to get on the street for the parades, and they start going into this whole big thing about buying in. And I'm like, no, we got to go. Well, why not? And then they bring over their manager. It's a whole big thing, and you're just like, no. The only time it worked out is one time in Vegas. They were like, you can get tickets to Cirque du Soleil Mystère. And we were like, we were going to go to Mystère. So we went in just to get the tickets, and we bailed as quickly as we could. And we got our tickets to Mystère, and they were good tickets. And so we went and enjoyed the show. But other than that, I will never do that again. If I get to a place and they go, do you want to go? Nope. And I don't care if they're asking me, do you want a room with a bed? Nope. I don't want any up where I just leave me alone. You have my money. Leave me alone.
Yeah. It was Holiday Inn Club Vacations.
That's a big difference.
It is.
Are you gonna print a retraction, or are you just gonna give a retraction?
No, you'll take my word for it. Sorry, Hilton. I didn't mean to trash talk you. I apologize, but they're both H's, so I was pretty close.
I probably should have talked to you before the show. We had just signed a huge deal with Hilton as a sponsor. Yeah. So that's
in fact, it's H vowel L.
It was HELLTOWN. We just pronounce it Hilton.
Yeah.
It's really Helltown.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly. I'm going to stay at a hotel tomorrow.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Going downtown. Big date night with the wife for her.
What's going on?
Christmas. I got our little Christmas tickets vacation package. We are going to stay in beautiful downtown Chicago in Lincoln Park, where we used to live.
Okay.
And we are going to the Riviera Theater to see Slash.
Oh, is that why your son was saying Slash the other night nonstop?
I love when I'm like,
he's hilarious.
Hey bud, say Slash. And he's like, rah. It's great.
You're going to see Slash now. Is he with what's his band's name?
I have no idea. It's just, I don't know. There'll be some singer. I don't care about anybody but seeing Slash. Just rock it. So it'll be great. It's just gonna be him at the Riv. So apparently, and I think we talked about this on the cast, on the podcast at one point, how the Riviera has actual seats.
No,
we didn't talk about this. So
I don't believe so.
Unlike the Aragon, the Riviera, the Riv has a balcony section, and you can get assigned seats for select shows.
Yes,
and my lovely wife, after I dragged her to one too many shows where we arrived a little bit too early and stayed a little bit too late to the end of the show, she was like, I don't really want to go to many shows unless we can sit down. Yeah, you get to a certain age that you need a seat, even if you only use it half the time. Yeah, you need to be able to sit. So I got seats in the balcony. I think they're first or second. I mean, it's not that big a theater. There's only like 5 or 6 rows of seats in the balcony. Maybe 10, whatever. But there's not a lot, right? Like, it's not a gigantic. You are throwing around misinformation nonstop. Yeah, well, you can actually stay at a Hyatt in the balcony. It's very surprising. That's amazing. Not a Hilton? No. Not a Hilton. What about a Holiday Inn? Well, why do half of hotel chains start with an H? That's stupid and wrong. Hilton, Hyatt, Holiday Inn. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't like it. Something seems off. Hold on. Sally is checking in from Hawaii. She's in Maui. No punchkis here in Maui and having masaladas, which are a Portuguese sugar donut.
a lovely Hawaiian tradition. Sally, thank you for the message. I think I can speak for Cody when I say we are both very jealous and angry that you are in Maui now.
I don't know about angry. I'm
Man,
not
jealous.
really angry.
We're jealous. All right, I'm jealous.
I would say that I am totes jelly.
Have you been? Totes jelly. But you've taken it to a level that I was not prepared to go. You're throwing down totes jelly. Have you been to Maui?
No. Have you?
Yes. It is like heaven on earth. Like, if I had money, that would be where I'd go. I would go live on an island, back in the jungle, like Colonel Kurtz in Apocalypse Now. Nobody would get to me. I would tell everybody who wanted to come visit me, I go, you never get off the boat. You never get off the boat. You don't.
I should watch that movie again now that I have any context as an adult at all. I watched it in high school.
Okay. Boy, everybody weighing in on Maui. Patrick saying Maui rules. Mike saying Maui is the best ever. They have those cool outrigger canoes too. They do. Just like at the beginning of Hawaii 5-0. Wow, very good. Very good. Cody, bringing back the Hawaii 5-0 theme.
Well, it's new. Also, what's old is new. What's new is old. They rebooted it with the guy from Lost, Jin.
Yes, it was. We watched the first few seasons of the reboot of Hawaii 5-0, and then there was a problem with Jin and the Asian actress, and they were not getting paid as much as McGarrett and Dano, and so they left. Which I don't blame them. They were all equal parts of the show, and so there were accusations of racism and things like that. And then they left. So tomorrow night, you and the wife at the Riv, seeing Slash, staying at I'm guessing a charming boutique hotel.
I don't remember. It's somewhere. It's cool. It's charming. It's boutique, and it's not $400, which is most hotels in Chicago. Like,
yes,
there's not a lot. Well, North Side, right? Like once you get north of like Old Town, it's like a hotel desert in terms of like affordable places. Actually, there's
right.
like there's Diversey on Diversey near Diversey and in Clark, right? That's pretty affordable. But Uptown, if you're talking like by the Aragon and the Riv, like there is not a lot there. And there's one a little bit west of there that's like $300 a night. It's just it's tricky. And like,
well, those also aren't neighborhoods that are big tourist friendly neighborhoods.
Yeah, but there's a lot of theaters up there. Of course, there's a lot of theaters everywhere. But are they close? Yes. So they're relatively close. Yes. But there's not a lot like walkable, right? There's not. Right. It wasn't like let's go to the Riv and then stay like a block away. Like no, even though the Riviera and the Aragon are like across the street from each other, basically. And then there's a bunch of other theaters there. There was Annoyance Theater, the Improv Place used to be up there in Uptown. So the Green Mill is right there, right? Like there's a lot of stuff, but I guess that's just the local flair and flavor that Chicago is known for, and they don't want to attract out of towners with their silly ways of talking.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, so you have a place, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, big date night. Tomorrow night, as I said, the wife and I are going down to Broadway in Chicago to see Hadestown. Hopefully I am not put up in the nosebleed seats again, befitting a man of my stature. So I think the theaters are still making you wear masks.
The airplanes are, I know.
Yeah, public transportation, healthcare facilities, all of that. But I'll keep wearing it for, if places ask me to wear it, I'll wear it. I'm not worried about it.
It's so cultural. I mean, out here in this, like where I am,
nobody.
The last 4 mom and pop shops I walked into, I got stared daggers at me when I was wearing it on Saturday. So
do you think we as Americans are enlightened enough? And I've seen this on a couple of memes, so I wish it was my original thought, but it's a thought that I will expand upon. All these people who've been screaming about our freedoms being oppressed because we had to wear a mask. Do you think they've watched the news now and see what it's like when your real freedom is being threatened by tanks and missiles and murder and a rogue nation that has decided to just take your country over. Do you think they look at that and go, wow, I guess the fact that I had to put a piece of fabric over my face for a while to protect people who were sick, maybe that wasn't really an attack on my freedoms.
Wait, hold on. I'm checking the weather forecast, and it's really weird you say that, because it didn't call for snow tonight, but you sound like quite the snowflake, Brian. Huh. Weird. Snowflakey thing to say.
What, you think it is? You think it was you think that was a snowflake
weird.
statement?
Does it get colder in here? What's the temperature? It's 50. How could it even be snowing?
Well, maybe hell's freezing over.
Oh, interesting. Maybe.
Could be the other way. That's weird. Instead of me being a snowflake, maybe hell's freezing over.
Might drop to 31. Well, I guess it can snow when it's above 30. So, yeah, well, true. Whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear that you have such a frigid point of view. I got nothing to respond to that.
No, you believe there's no comparison?
No. Okay. What are you comparing? I don't even know.
Well, I was comparing the false flag of screaming about freedom because you have to follow some rules to your real freedom being threatened when a country decides to invade your homeland.
Yeah, no, I've never invaded anyone's homeland.
So you can't make a good comparison. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Apples to apples. You want apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
For me to understand, I will have to have personally invaded someone's cloth on their face.
Okay. Marta says, "Do you think we Americans are enlightened enough, Brian?" No, and then she laughed. Yes.
I'm glad people appreciated that little
Patrick says legit theater is masking. Yes, there will be masks tomorrow at the theatre, and I will not complain. I will show my vaccine card. I will show my documents. That's like a good sheep.
I would rather wear a mask than have to remember my vaccine card. Every time I've gone into the city of Chicago, I've almost forgotten it.
How do you just not have a picture of it on your phone?
I do, but it's like from forever ago, and I literally would have to scroll through thousands of pictures. Can't
you put it in its own folder? That's what I did. I took the picture, I put it in its own folder, and now if I need it, oh, hello, Gidget. Gidget decided to come in and visit.
The folder structure of photos on my Android is a nightmare, but I probably could. You're right. I should do that.
Let me tell you something. If you had an iPhone, boy, it's easy to organize those folders.
I had an iPhone, but I didn't really organize the folders, so it doesn't matter. Whatever. I've got the vaccine card. There's a little corner ripped off of it, and of course,
that's one guy was
like, "You should really get this redone." It's like, dude, if somebody won't let me go in their establishment because like a tiny corner is ripped off the bottom right, come on.
Yeah, at some point, it's like, shut up. We're obviously you've done what they wanted you to do. You've gotten vaccinated. You've done your due diligence. So shut up. I'll do it. I'm not gonna complain. But if you start questioning me, then you're gonna have an issue.
Sure.
If you go, well, we can't really take a picture of the card because I can't read it from here. It looks like one of the numbers was written over. Shut up. Goodbye. I'll go elsewhere. If I'm willing to show you my papers, I will show you the papers. But you cannot question my papers.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't.
Quite a retort.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very good, Cody.
Tis indeed. Tis. Are you got anything going on this weekend?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, thanks for asking, Cody. Mm-hmm. Friday night, I am part of a big comedy festival. First comedy festival at the Kenosha Comedy Club in Kenosha. 3 days of headliners. I am there on Friday night. So I will be there Friday night with what a lineup of talent. Some great acts there Friday night as well. Bill Gorgel, Brian Hicks, many others. But if you look up Kenosha Comedy, you can get all the details. You can buy a 3-day pass. You can buy a 2-day pass. You can buy a 1-day pass. You can just come see me, whatever you want to do. So that's Friday night. Then I got games all over the place online. I'll be all over the world doing trivia games. And I don't go back. And then I'm on standby. I'm on standby for radio in Milwaukee on Monday. because it's all going to depend on the basketball, college basketball. If the guy who does nights also does play-by-play for UWM, University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and if they win, like I was supposed to be on standby for Thursday, but then I got offered a job that was concrete. It wasn't like sit around with your thumb up your hiney and then maybe we'll call you. But so Monday I'm still that way. And I talked to the boss today. I was like, what's the deal? She goes, well, it's going to depend on if they win and then this and then that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Just I'll be ready to go just in case. Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know. We'll see what happens. But but that's it. I mean, am I going to be going into this weekend looking different than I am right now? That's one of the questions.
Yeah,
that's a big question.
Get to that in a second. Where can people get tickets for you at the Kenosha Comedy Club Friday?
Well, boy, that's a good question, Cody. I think if you go to hold on. I think if you go to Kenosha Comedy, let me see. Yeah, if you go to KenoshaComedyClub.com, that's KenoshaComedyClub.com, you can get yourself some tickets.
Excellent URL. Prescient. That's great. And yeah, I don't know. To make this completely about me, Friday is also when I take my final bow as the host of Curiosity Daily.
That it? This is it? This is the last one? You told us all about it last week.
Last week of episodes I have produced. And, I've really been enjoying actually listening to the show. Because when you're doing something every day, you don't, I didn't have time to listen and enjoy it, but I'm excited. I know tomorrow and Friday are excellent episones. They're just really good. It's all me. It's solo. Thursday is the last episode with the two of us, me and my co-host, and that one's good too. But I edited that 2 months ago, so I didn't even remember what's in that. But it's a good week. Go out on a high note. I'm pretty excited. And then I will be even more obscure than I was before.
Can you tease us about what the topics are for your final few episodes?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. But they're going to be fantastic. Fantastic to listen to no matter
Friday,
what.
there are a couple guests that we have from another really well-known science podcast that talk a little bit about how we're made of star stuff.
Is it Isaac Asimov?
No, I don't know that he's alive.
That would have been a great get, though.
It would have been an excellent get. And there's a story about how when brands compliment each other on social media, they sell more. Like when Arby's is joking about Wendy's and stuff. It's kind of a quirky, weird, fun one. But I chose that specifically for the last episode I was going to do because then I get really meta. And I was like, wait a second, this is my last day. So now I'm a competitor. So I can compliment myself and then I'll go on this whole thing.
Wow, you and Zuckerberg meta. Very nice.
It's kind of fun. But that's gonna be a gas. It's gonna be a gas, Brian. And Saturday,
yes,
as we were talking about the weekend, so Saturday is this big fundraiser that I'm participating in.
Was that the Shai-Diderot?
It sure is. Actually, the forecast for Saturday is 60 degrees.
Ooh.
With maybe a little bit of rain on near the end. Very nice. A little rain after 6 p.m. Hopefully that forecast holds up and the rain holds off. And that's a beautiful day to be hanging out and people costumed up and stuff. Monday we're supposed to get a bunch of snow. So I'm fine with the timing. I'm fine with it. No, I'm fine with it. I love using my snow thrower. It's the most fun thing. But I'm so glad it's not supposed to be snowing Saturday because we're wearing costumes.
That'll be great. So what can you tell us what your costume is?
Yes, my team is going as the cast.
There's Roger.
Hi,
Roger. Sorry.
What was Roger? What does Roger need?
He wants to cook big hot dogs on the grill. He wants to know what happened to my shelves.
Oh, what? Oh,
don't worry. We'll explain it all after. All right. So what are you dressing up as?
The cast of King of the Hill.
Oh. Who are you? Oh, you're the mumbly guy, right?
Yes.
Yes. What's his name? Something Meyer.
I don't remember, and I haven't watched an episode of that show in 15.
Oh my God.
20 years probably. So I need to watch 3 episodes this week. But my team is raising money for the Shai-Diderot Foundation, which feeds helps solve food insecurity in Chicago and feed the hungry. We're going to bring propane. Yes. I think we might have like a mini grill. It's going to be fun. I've got to catch up on the show. My teammates are really into it. And I felt bad because earlier tonight they were brainstorming like little like fun things that we could do. And I was like really tired after work. And I was just like, I can't think about anything. Please don't make me do anything. But then like 10 minutes later, I had some cool ideas. And I'm like, well, actually, here's some ideas. Sorry, I was just burned out earlier. And then no one responded to my texts. And I'm just like, but no, they're awesome. They're really cool people. And so
Boomhauer. Yep.
Boomhauer, right?
It's Boomhauer. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to practice my mumbly talking fast. But yeah, everybody. So it used to be a bar crawl where you would find a shopping cart basically, or ask a grocery store to borrow one or whatever. You kind of dress up the cart. You like build stuff on it and build little props and sets and stuff, and then push that around while you're dressed up. So we have like fence posts that we painted out of foam core and put like the fence. So it's gonna be like the fence from the opening credits.
Nice.
It's been really fun, and we're gonna donate. I think we did like at least 80 pounds of food last year for.
Wow.
There's a lot of pounds of food, and maybe I'm totally blowing that up, but I know it's at least 50. And taking donations, which brings us to your big spot. Last week, a couple weeks ago, we talked about a little bid war where you could donate to my Shadidarod team and help determine whether Brian should save or shave his face. And what happened, Brian?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I've been trying to stay away from it so as not to kill my mood or alter the outcome.
All right.
I know what the ladies downstairs in the house are hoping for.
Is that a euphemism?
No, the ladies downstairs in the house are actually Molly is here, and they know what's happening. So they're wondering what the outcome is going to be, and they're hoping for one particular outcome.
Got it. Okay, cool. Well, we can just kind of go down the list. So had a number of extremely generous donations from the audience of Realities May Vary. So thank you first and foremost for any amount you donated. Like that was really cool. Things are tough right now. Prices are tough right now for food. And we're going to do a lot of good with this stuff.
You should have listened to the State of the Union. I covered all that, but yes, you're right. Times are tough. Inflation is high. People are food insecure. And so anything we can do to help the Greater Chicago Food Depository is definitely worthwhile.
Yes. So we'll just talk about some of the donations we got here. And I'm just going to round the nearest whole number.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Keep
because did they add is there a service charge or a processing fee? Because it all ended like in 5 cents. It was an odd, little thing.
Yeah, there's little. You could cover the credit card processing fee basically, which everybody did, which is nice.
Sure, that was great.
So pretty much right when we announced this, $100 for shave.
Bam.
And then we had. Actually, this one was technically split. 50 for shave and another 50 towards a haircut.
Well, that's if I have to shave, the haircut's coming because you can't be a dirty hippie without facial hair.
That's true. So that's up to 150. Another 25. So that brings us up to 175 for shave. There are a couple donations. No comment.
Why don't you make that 50 for the shave and the 50 for the haircut? Even 100.
Even 100. Okay, cool.
Yeah, make that the even 100.
So that's 225, and then another 150 anonymous donations. So that's 375
to shave.
And then $20 to not shave.
Wow.
So
I guess that's very nice.
That is amazing.
Thank you again to everybody for chiming in. Roger, you don't get you had to say it with cash, Roger. You don't get to just come on here and spout off no shave. If you wanted me to, all those people put in big money. People put in big money for me to shave. So they win. I mean,
add $50.
You should still donate to Cody's team and the Shadidarod.
Oh, he did. Maybe he was the anonymous donation. Oh, thank you, Roger. Okay, we'll put 50 for no shave. Okay, there we go.
So, right. But it's still 75 for no shave and 3 something for shave.
It was, yeah, something like a couple $100 short there, Roger. But thank you so much. It came up as anonymous, and that's why I didn't know. But that's fantastic. And I'm glad everybody's voice was heard. We're very democratic
Yes,
around
we
here.
are very democratic, and I am a man of my word. So we will take.
Sally forgot to say no shave.
Wait a minute.
Do we need a recount? Hold on. Here we go. All right, let's recount this. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
The ladies are getting nervous downstairs now.
175. Okay, 150. 120. Wow.
What happened?
$5 difference. Because for shave, we have $225. For no shave. Oh, sorry. Is that right? Yeah, $225. For no shave, we have $170. Oh, sorry, $50 difference. $55 difference. Yeah.
Wait. So what's the deal?
I'm missing. 225 say shave, and 175 say don't shave.
Okay, so we are still
$50.
So we still got to shave.
Mm-hmm.
That was very close.
That was very close.
I'm surprised this many people have that much interest. I'm glad. Well, I'm not deluding myself. The interest is you helping feed the hungry.
Yeah, and before you start hitting buttons, the bidding is
voting is over.
I would love. I mean, what level?
You can still donate, of course. And Cody will put the Patrick. Very good. It is a close shave. Very nice. Very nice.
How did neither of us say that? That's amazing. Oh, that was good. Yeah,
that was good.
So
yeah.
What are we going to do, Brian?
Well, we're going to shave, and so what I'm going to have to do is let me turn on the shave cam. So there's the shave cam. I hope it's it's frozen.
What if for now it'll probably catch up?
I hope so. That's a very unappealing angle.
I love it.
Of the shave cam from the shave
cam. I think it
look
great.
I don't know. Well, if it's not, do you think I could do it? I could just do it in here.
It'll catch up, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Yeah, I know, Mike. The shave cam is frozen.
Maybe reboot it on the iPad, see if that works.
I could.
Yeah, you got Chrome on there, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're using Chrome, because a lot of these pro tip, if you're watching and you're ever invited to like do a video podcast on a streaming service or anything, some of the services out there are only compatible with the Chrome web browser. So if you use Safari or Bing or whatever, a lot of times it's just not going to work. So just make sure you download Chrome on your device. It could save you a headache in the future.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. That would have been helpful earlier.
Oh, you don't have Chrome?
Not on this old iPad. I have it on. You know what? Hold on. I have it on the phone.
There we go. Phone might be fine too.
Yeah. So let me see something.
Now, Marta said she thought your wife was going to shave your face during the podcast. Is that right?
No, she doesn't want to be part of it.
Mm.
She doesn't. She's not into that game.
May have been a hyperbolic comment there or something.
Well, I thought maybe I'd get her involved, but she's she don't want to play that game.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second. You can talk for a minute while
I can talk for a minute. If only I had anything to say. As for who's going to do the haircut, weirdly, Roger, Brian's last haircut was done by the same guy that cuts my hair.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, as soon as I shave, I'm gonna realize I don't want long hair anymore. Yeah, and so I'm gonna,
I don't know if you'll be able to go back to him though, because he is always booked 6 weeks out. Always.
I went to another guy. The first guy who cut my hair there was your guy. Then I had to go to another guy, and I like the other guy too. So I think I'm going to have to. Go to him again.
Okay.
Just because, I can't wait 6 weeks.
Now, if we doubled the amount donated, would you wax your mustache?
Like Raleigh fingers? It's not long enough to wax.
I don't know what
it
that
has
means.
To be long and, No, I'm not going to go all Sweeney Todd. Like, I'm not drunk. I had half a hurricane.
Which
I'm not some baby.
Brian, half a hurricane, the way that you make them, is enough to destroy most
I followed the exact recipe of the Pat O'Brien's mix, which is 1-to-1 mixed to rum. So yeah.
Brian, I think they meant bikini wax it off, like wax, like.
Oh, how much to wax the mustache off?
Mhm.
That's never going to happen.
Mm.
Patrick, what kind of S&M weird stuff are you into?
I'm into that.
It's not going on at all. Listen, Roger's all worried about my haircut. What are you worried about my haircut for, Roger?
Would you say, do this next year too, but announce it a month or so out? Will do, Marta. Will do. Thank you. We'll do some kind of incentive. Maybe next year I'll like not shave for a while and get all like gross and weird looking, and then see if people.
We could do a hair thing. I'd be.
I could do. I'm pretty particular about my hair. I
know you are.
I told my stylist the last time I went in before this last time, so 2 times ago, I guess, if you're counting, which I just did out loud.
Yeah, you did.
If that time I said, I think maybe soon I will want to explore a new haircut. How much for Cody to shave his head? Oh man. Next year I could put that on the table. But I would set a pretty high limit. That would be like
you got to come in. You got to come in big with that.
No, yeah, that would be like.
That's like the guys who do the St. Baldric. You know,
I don't know what that means.
That's that fundraiser where they all they raise funds and they shave their heads.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, no, I've for years, a decade and a half probably, been curious about my head, like not like wanted to try it, but there was a couple times I was like, maybe I should just like, because it's just curiosity, right? Like, what does my head look like with no hair on it? And I've never pulled the trigger. I think if I did now, my wife would kill me.
Well, at least she would tell you right up. I didn't find out till 2 years ago when I grew my hair out that Debbie and Molly thought my hair looked dumb back for the last 30 years. It's like, well, that's the kind of communication you like.
Now, I like that you did a lot. You actually had prepared a lot for this episode. You had like your green screen for the Mardi Gras. You had the iPad.
Yeah, I had all kind of stuff
going
on, and nothing is working.
But yeah, it's just everyone in the chat's like daily, Cody, LOL. Yes, I did have that. I have had that curiosity daily.
You know what? I'm just gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna do it right here.
All right,
because I have a little plate, and I'll shave right over the plate.
Love it.
So hang on. Next time you see me, I'll have my shaver.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, that wow, on point tonight. Our audience on point with the curiosity daily jokes and the other thing that happened that I already forgot. It's been a long day. It's been a long couple days. There's been a lot just going on. You know, I mean, any new job you start, there's a lot of like new responsibilities, right? And you're learning in the company and all that stuff. But it's been a lot. But I'm very excited about this week. And I'm really excited about Iditarod. And that's one of the, so this week are the 2 exceptions to my like drinking rule. You know, I might get a little more buzzed than normal at Slash. And the Iditarod is basically a block party where you drink all day. And being the King of the Hill people, somebody on my team actually got koozies of the beer that they drink on the show. So we're just going to, I don't remember what beer we're buying. I think someone's bringing like Miller High Life or something. I don't know. I might bring some stouts or something. But yeah, we're just gonna put them in the sleeve so it looks like we're drinking the beer from King of the Hill. So that'll be pretty rad, and I'm quite excited about that.
That will be rad. That will be rad.
There'll be definitely a lot of drinking that day. But then yeah, after that, I'm gonna kind of chill a little bit. I think.
I cannot tell you how angry I am that none of this stuff is working.
Yeah,
I cannot tell you. I have all day I'd been working on it, had it all set up. I had a nice background, but this will answer Roger's question. The green screen is up one for my other job, and also I was going to put a nice background in, virtual background. However, and I will break bad on Restream now, their virtual background technology is awful. Like on Zoom, with this lighting and this green screen behind me, their backgrounds show up great. This one you put it on, and anytime I moved my head, you saw the green screen. Like, this makes absolutely no sense.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to mess around with it. We're done. We're done with this.
And when you connected your other devices, Restream just couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah, Restream couldn't handle the fact that I got and I'm all wired in. It's all fine, but you know what? We're gonna make it happen here. All right, Cody.
Mhm.
So here I have my handy dandy. Now this is gonna be tricky because I can't. I'm not in a well-lit bathroom in front of the mirror. So if something goes horribly wrong and I disfigure myself and I end up looking like Joaquin Phoenix with a hair lip, don't get mad.
Can't you literally see yourself on your computer screen right now?
Yeah, but it's all backwards.
Oh, sure.
All right. So here's my handy dandy little vibrator / trimmer.
Yeah.
So what would you like first? Would you like I called it a disgusting name earlier. My little soul patch first, or the stash?
You're so small on my screen, I literally can't even see the soul patch.
How am I small on your
No,
screen?
you're just small because I made you small on my screen.
Why? Why did you do that?
Because if you're too big,
So you can feel superior?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use the king cake plate as my under thing. So once again, thank you, friends who donated to this. And let's see how I look. All right,
We'll do it.
We'll take the soul patch first.
Gotta do the soul patch first. It doesn't make sense not to. What brand shaver? We'll ask that once he's finished with the soul patch removal. What brand of shaver? I'm gonna guess Nabisco. I'm gonna guess Nabisco. Facebook comments, squish your heads too. Yeah, there you go. Harry's or Walls?
No, I have an old school Walls trimmer, a big one, like a barber size one. This is a Philips that came with Philips rechargeable that came with some attachments, mostly for beards and mustaches. But so that's what that is. All right. So the soul patch is gone. This thing takes it down pretty close, I got to say. Yeah, Patrick, you're right. Philips should be on this because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, lightweight, rechargeable. I can change the top. They've got a little nose hair zinger in there. They've got a smaller one that I use to trim around certain other when I was doing like around the edge of the mustache, a very narrow one. Then it's got the plastic attachments that go over if you wanted to do just like your sideburns or whatever. I'm a Philips man from way back, but now I've got hair on my tongue, so I'm going to do this.
And that was the top half too.
Yeah. So now we got to go for the moustache.
You don't use shaving cream?
Not with this.
All right.
I'm going to Well, I have to shave in the morning because now I'll just have. Yeah. Well, wait till I shave the rest. Because Adam donated to not shave because he knew what I was actually gonna shave later. Wow. So there's gonna be that's realities may vary after hours. When I do my man trimming.
There we
go.
All
right. Hold on a second.
There it is. You know what I have on my desk? I'll just show this off.
Yeah, show it off. What do you got?
I got a Bitcoin coin.
What?
It's not a real Bitcoin. It's just a coin that looks like the Bitcoin logo.
You throw that down when you go out to the clubs?
It's stupid. Back in the day, before people knew what Bitcoin was, you can start. I was going to just talk while you do it because you can't talk while you shave, right?
No, not really.
Right. So I figured I would just talk while Brian shaved. But yeah, back in the day, before everybody knew kind of a little bit more about Bitcoin, even though no one still knows what it is, when Bitcoin was worth like a couple $1,000s, people would sell these physical Bitcoins and be like, buy a Bitcoin physical for $2,000. And people would like pay $2,000 for a
All right, here's the question of the day. Do I stay with the Hitler?
Oh my gosh. There are not, Patrick, there are not real world Bitcoins. That's the funny thing, because people would go online before people knew what Bitcoins were, and they'd be like, buy this physical Bitcoin for $2,000. And they'd send them this worthless little piece of metal that you stamp out on a coin stamper, and people got scammed. I don't think anybody's doing that now that a Bitcoin is like 30,000 or whatever it is. It was like 70 or something. But That did look pretty funny. Cindy says, Brian, is it gone? Oh man, I might have to make my screen big for this. This is exciting. This takes me back to 40 years ago, 70 years ago. When did I start working with Brian? 35 years ago. It was the aught eights, I think. Or the aught, yeah, it was the aught eights, aught sevens, aught tens, the aughtants. It was the aughtants, the aught knots. That's what it was. The ought not to work with Brian. Oh man, hope you got a vacuum cleaner. I mean, you've got dogs, so there's hair everywhere, right?
Well,
Anyways.
no, the hair is on the plate and on my shirt. So
Sure.
yeah, and there's dog hair everywhere in the house anyway. It's not gonna matter. Wow. Oh man, that's weird. It's gone. Who regrets this now?
I like it. You do have to get the haircut though.
Oh yeah, the haircut's coming within the next week or so.
It looked like your skin is like lighter where the mustache was.
Maybe. That's usually the case when you shave, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there it is. Thank you to everybody who donated. Be careful what you wish for. Now you see the whole face. Sandy says she likes it. Thank you. Bridget loved what? The Hitler? I don't know. The Marta said I should have called it the chaplain, but nobody knows it as the chaplain. Let's be honest. You know it as one thing. Unfortunately, there's only one guy who made that mustache famous.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But if you say the chaplain, people will know what you're talking about. And I think that's
yeah, I don't know.
This is climactic.
If you are that dumb that you're gonna leave that mustache, you're only getting it compared to one guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reaction is going to be when I go downstairs. I don't know if Walter will recognize me.
I think you should use the razor on your head. Just go in the bathroom, use that. Just come on back.
No,
show him that crew cut.
I can't go bald again. I can't go as short. I've been seeing some videos and pictures of like when I first lost all the weight, and then I had the really short hair, and I was like, oh, that might have been not a look. But I'm going to go to our guys over at the salon. And just go, okay, what can you do with this? What can we do with the situation that's on my head? Because here's the problem now. There's days when I go, oh, I kind of like it, even though it's long. But now it does resemble a mullet. Because if you look at me like this, it's like short only because I have it all brushed back. But then it's pretty long in the back. So it is mullety. And I don't want to be a guy sporting a mullet. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it in their hands. Maybe I come back. I can't look like you because I don't have the hairline that you have, or the heavy up top that you.
You couldn't push your hair up or forward, but you could just leave some of it in the back and stick it straight back, so it looks like you're in a wind tunnel all the time.
That would be good. I could do that, or I could Johnny Bravo it and bring everything up and forward.
Yes.
So or I could part it down here and bring everything over to the top. No, Mike, rat tail, that would be, I could now, technically I have enough hair to do a rat tail, but that was the worst look ever. Then I'd have to go get some British Knights high tops and some acid wash jeans and some Zubas maybe. And then, like I don't know what kind of even big t-shirt. Yeah, the comb forward would be good. Not the comb forward, the comb over. Cindy saying no more crew cut. Yeah, the dirty hippie ponytail is definitely almost back. It was here for a while.
Didn't you put it in a bun at one point?
I had it in a ponytail.
You got to do the bun. I think,
but
Brian,
never like out in public. Only in the house as a joke.
Oh no, man bun, Brian. I think that would actually look kind of sharp.
I think if I go full samurai and just bring it all up top, like a top knot,
dude, that would be so badass.
And then I color the top knot a different color. And then I get committed to an asylum. That would be fun. So,
I think we're overdue on that.
Listen, I think everybody who's coming up with suggestions should say it with cash. I obviously have no ideas, so I'm willing to just help people who are hungry. But the deadline is here. We can't. So we'll have to find something else to raise money for. If people want to completely remake me, they got to pay.
Sure.
Nobody gets a full remake for free. Boy, my face looks weird. It's been 2 years now with 2 years now with facial, because I went beard at first, and then I went just to the mustache and soul patch.
Wow.
People are going to freak. I didn't realize you were a no mustache guy.
Who, me?
Yeah, you said you liked it better clean cut. Like to be better clean cut.
Well, that's from when I met you, nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's a powerful drug.
You did. Roger says he had a ponytail when he was teaching. What a weird Mr. Cotter flex that is.
That's pretty cool. That's
Roger with a pony, because he has no hair on top.
You gotta admit, that's pretty cool.
I think you should have some hair. I went to a therapist for a while who had a hair like Roger with nothing on top and then just had a ponytail. And that'd be like me having a ponytail. I don't have that much on top, but yeah, that's kind of an odd look.
Yeah.
My charity is up next. Yeah, I got to come up with a charity.
You do a lot of charity stuff. So
I do charity work, but I don't. In fact, that's Saturday night. I am back doing the dad's chapter of the Leukemia Research Foundation. Normally, up until last year, we did in-person events, big every year. I've done them for like 11, 12, 14 years. And last year, they had to do virtual. So they did a trivia game. And that's how I got introduced to the company I work for, because I was there just to do my normal MC stuff and do the raffles. And I started talking to the young lady who was hosting our game. And that's how I got involved with that company. So it is, that's what I'll be doing Friday or Saturday night. I'm actually, they booked a game again, and they were like, we'd like Brian to host. So I'm hosting the big game for the Leukemia Research Foundation.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Cody, I like to give back.
You do.
For all I've been given.
Yeah.
A whining dog in my office, a cordless shaver. I think I left some on. Well, I'm going to shave tomorrow morning anyway. So before I go.
Well, thank you for taking the bullet for this. Yes. Thank you.
No, it was fun.
Volunteering the thing. We raised hundreds of dollars for a good cause, which is really cool. And you didn't even have to leave your house to do it, which is pretty awesome. I didn't. That is very awesome.
Yeah, that is very awesome that we can help out, because it is definitely a great cause. Because anybody who has stuff, I'm up here eating a piece of king cake and drinking a hurricane, and there's people who don't have, they're worried if they're going to be able to feed their kids tomorrow. So, shaving off a mustache, and I'm thankful. Thanks to all the people who watched and bid. That was really nice. It was very nice of you to get involved and help Cody out. And, so thank you. We're grateful.
It was very nice.
I realize I have a very thin upper lip.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I don't remember you having a thin upper lip.
I think I always had a thin upper lip.
I don't think you did.
Well, what would have happened to it? My collagen wore off?
I think your collagen wore off.
Maybe the collagen. I got to see now. I got to go back to getting collagen injections.
That's our next charity, actually.
Yes.
Donate to get Brian collagen injections for his lips. Very strange. The charities just keep rolling.
Big old smoochy lips.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do the fish face that all the girls do on Instagram.
Sandy says, I think it's just pale. It's not thin. That sounds about right. Yeah, your face. I mean, oh my God. All right.
See what you get?
Yeah.
I'd say be careful what you wish for.
What do I get for what?
I don't know.
I didn't do anything.
For getting to know me. I'm going to take this plate when I go downstairs. Just take this plate of hair down to the kitchen and see how that goes over with the wife.
Yeah, that'll be great. Oh my gosh, they're gonna lose.
Here you go, honey.
Minds.
Can you throw this in the dishwasher for me? Big plate of hair. Well, I don't think we can top the. I don't think we can top the shaving this week.
No, that was a great climax.
This is how we close it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So have fun on Saturday at the Shy Diderot. I'm glad you can do it in person again. Without masks. Get some pictures. We'd like to see a picture next week of your King of the Hill group.
Yeah, I should be getting some of those. Yeah.
Can you get a picture?
Yeah.
Boomhauer?
Do that.
And you got to practice your Boomhauer talk.
I do.
You got a white t-shirt and some blue jeans?
Black t-shirt.
Is it black? Is Boomhauer a black t-shirt? All right. Listen. Okay. Don't listen. Step off. You don't have to get all crazy now. What are you, Putin? What are you, going rogue? You take us all down with you?
No, I haven't gone to the bathroom today.
All right.
I don't need to either.
I don't even know how that ties in. But
You told me, I asked me if I'm pooping, which is kind of weird.
No, I wondered if you were Putin.
Yeah, that's what I just
Not
said.
farting.
I'm not pooping right now.
Oh, you're not pooping right now? Okay, well, that's good. Good. I'm glad we got that all figured out.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Listen, we'll have fun on your date night tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That'll be
Hopefully I won't
fun.
be pooping then either.
Are you going to get a slash top hat at the concession stand? Do they sell slash top hats at the merch tent?
I've never seen a slash solo slash whatever slash headliner show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
that would be hilarious if they sold top hats.
Do you want me to get you one if they do?
No, I got to get my own because I have to try them on.
That's your new look, though. Just forget the hair. Just wear a slash top hat all the time.
Well, I almost bought a purple top hat last year for Mardi Gras. So I think by next year I've all been wearing I always wear my jester hat, but I may upgrade, So there you go.
You could just become a hat guy.
Could be a hat. I liked wearing hats when I had no hair. But once you have hair, you can't, then you have hat hair.
Not if it's like back, it wouldn't really matter.
That's true. All right. Well, I'll run all this down with my stylist. When he looks at my head, goes, I'll say, what can you do with this? Have you ever thought about decapitation? I'll say, well, that might be drastic, but we'll see. Maybe. I'm open to ideas. All right. I'm going to go downstairs and shock the world. And by the world, I mean Debbie, Molly, and Walter, because Gidget sat here and watched this whole thing. But don't forget, listen to Cody this week. What days are your final episodes?
Rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right. Listen to curiositydaily.com. Listen, I had already taken the caption out of rotation. It's gone. But this is the week.
It does nothing for me if you tune in because I no longer work there. But it's kind of entertaining and I'm proud of it. Yeah. So
you should be proud of it, and you're going out on a high note.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking everybody with you. I heard in the last episode you not only badmouthed your former employers, you badmouth people that you've known in the past, anyone who may have slighted you over the years. I hear you went out in a blaze of scientific glory. You wanted to send them all into a black hole or a burning sun or something, or a black hole sun.
Well, yeah, none of that is true, but, who knows?
None of it is true?
No, none of it.
All right. Friday night, I will be at the Kenosha Comedy Club. Check it out. Monday evening. Keep an eye on the Facebook page. I may be on WTMJ. We're on standby. But follow the Facebook page for all the updates on everything that we do. That's it. Thank you, Cody. You got anything to say?
No.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends to follow us, to like us, to do all the other things. And thank you again to everybody who donated to the cause, whether you voted shave or not shave. It will be greatly appreciated. So we will talk to you all again next week. Happy Mardi Gras. Oh, the hurricane is done. So are we.
Bye.